All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the apostle of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect, and elders and brothers and bishop of Great Millstone. Peace unto you. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. We're gonna be tempted when we come to serve Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This is very important to remember that the works of Satan is to tempt us, to try to depart us from Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. He's gonna try his best to prove to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai that our works are not worthy enough. He's gonna try his best to prove to Yahweh that we are not worthy by tempting us with worldly lusts, cars, house, money, woman, all in all. He gonna try his best to do what he can to show Yahweh that we are not worthy. And that is why we have to remember that this is just a test, and we have to stick on what we stick on. We have to stick with Yahweh, believe in Yahweh. So when we get tested, we stand firm. We are like a rock where we cannot move. You don't want to be like sand that as water touch it, we just dissolve, just wash away. We have to be like rocks within this truth, within the name of Yahweh. We have to be sturdy, right? So Ecclesiasticus 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, because when we come to serve the Lord, that is when we're gonna get tempted the most. That is when we need Yahweh the most, when we come to serve him. That is when Satan decide, oh yeah, let's mess with him, mess with our mind, mess with everything around us, try to distract us from this work, telling us, oh, we're not worthy enough. All type of stuff going through our mind. And we have to remember that it's temptation. So that is why the scripture says, prepare thy soul for temptation. Because we're gonna be tested. All of this that we're going through right now is a test. And more tests is coming. Especially the mark of the beast, when that is the final test. Right there to show our true faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And it's very important to remember that we're going to be tested. When we least expect it, we're going to be tested. And we have to stand firm. We have to. Right. 2. Set thy heart alright, and constantly endure. Right? We have to constantly endure what we're going through. Constantly. Yeah, we have to constantly endure the sufferation. Because this work that we're doing is the works of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. We have to fight it. We have to fight for this truth. We have to endure. And it says, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So we, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, gonna put we in some situation to see how we're going to angle it, to see if we're gonna rebel against him, right? Because in everything that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai put it through is to see how we're gonna work through it. If we're gonna curse him. Because remember say, in order to find out if something is real, you got to test it. Just like if you buy a gold chain or a diamond, you want to ensure that it's original. You want to see where, if what you put your money in, what you invest in, if it's real. You don't want something that's fake. You put all your money in it and then it just not real. You have to test it. And that is what Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, is doing unto us. He is testing us to see if we are real. So this is the mindset that we need to put ourselves in. That we're gonna be tested. So it says, read it again. Set thy heart all right, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. It's telling you right there that when Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai put you in a situation, it could be anything. It could be anything. It could either put you in a ill spirit on you, where you're sick and you're feeling a lot of pain, to see if you're gonna curse him out and say, oh, like why I'm doing the works for the Lord and you put me in this situation. No, you can't be like that. You have to just understand that is the Lord's will. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai can do anything, and that is why we have to fear him, because he have the power to put us in serious situations, right? But we have to just remember that this is a test. I'm gonna grab 3, and it says, cleave unto him and depart not away. So in any situation, whether good or bad, we still have to cleave. We still have to cleave unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Right? Whether good or bad. Any situation that Yahweh put you in, you still have to cleave unto him. Right? Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. So when When you cleave unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, right, you're going to increase you. You're going to increase when you're at the end, like you feel like you can't do anymore. You can't take it anymore. But you're still holding on. That is when the Most High are going to increase you. By you having faith, by you believing in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. He's going to increase you. He's not going to depart from you and leave you. He's not. That is where your faith come in. Right? So it's very important to stay strong, continue to hope and pray in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. For whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. We have to take it cheerfully. In any situation, as I said before, whether good or bad, we take it cheerfully. I know it's easier said than done, but this is this is the will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. This is what He is saying for us to do. So we have to believe in His word. He's a man that he is Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Do not lie. So anything He said, it is true. That's how it works. Regardless, if you cannot see it at that moment, that's how it works. Right? So you have to take it cheerfully. And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So if for example you have a Yahweh Hashem Yahushua bless you with a house, right? Give you an example. You bless you with a house and it happen where say an earthquake come and split that house in half, tear it down. You're in a low state at that moment. You continue to be cheerful, continue to praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Understand that Yahweh give me this and Him take it away. You continue. You stick with the integrity. Continue to praise Yahweh and say, Yahweh, I understand. You give it and you take it away. You continue to be cheerful. Right? This is 2 and 5. For our goal is try in the fire of adversity. Right? No. My bad. Skip it. For our goal is try in the fire. Right? So if to find out if it's a real goal, what you have to do, you have to put it through the fire. Right? You have to put the goal through the fire, burn it to see if it's a real goal, because if it's fake, it's gonna just dissolve because it's not real. So Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai test us, right? You're gonna put us through the fire, a lot of pain, a lot of tribulation, to find out if we are faithful and truth. And this is very important to remember. We're going to be tested. We're going to be tested. Right? An acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So we have to prove ourselves through the fire. We have to prove ourselves that we are real. We are real. We have to prove ourselves. And as I said before, it's easier said than done. And that is why we have to increase our faith, increase our spiritual armor. Build up our spiritual armor in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That even until death we stand firm. Because we know that we cannot die. We have to believe in that we cannot die. Build up our faith. Right? Because man can only kill the body. That is why we have to fear Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, because he have the he have the power to kill the soul. Man cannot kill the soul. Alright. So you have to just remember that we're going to be tested, and we have to stay faithful. So hopefully this lesson was edifying. Alright. I'm gonna say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Continue to endure. Shalom.